architect that's
right,
that
yeah.
yeah, it's your conduit to tempt it. For Mill, in this situation, Pact of Chain would have had a much easier case.
So like the hammer's just face down, and then the whatchamacallit, the end of it, the skull head, whatever, is facing towards us, or like a mic.
Alright. Well, if he's not trying anything, who's on first watch? And again, I'm assuming he's are chaining up ebb and scale.
I'm on first watch, and I'll keep him tied up on with those chains. Yeah.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I'm asking, like, Elzus, like, did you try turning it back on and off again, or
I just
is
look
it
at
a
him like,
connection problem? Do we need to get better service? Did you pay the bill?
there is no bill. Like, what bill?
What's a bill?
There are bills in this world.
Okay.
But it's mostly dealing with taverns, like as in like if you have, like it's sort of like a tab.
Okay.
Well, good thing I said there is no bill. But what bill? I wasn't asking like what is a bill, but like more like what bill? Who would I pay to talk to?
All right. So who's on second watch?
I'll go second watch.
Okay.
Screw it.
Emily, perception check with disadvantage, and then same for you, Mark.
Okay, 1 second.
All right.
Okay. Emily, nothing happened. You see nothing happen, and your shift ends peacefully. Also, I found out there is no time limit on your dragon's shape change.
Cool.
So yeah, so we actually technically have like a nice tribal warrior traveling with us. Elle, you look around. You could have swore you heard some rustling, but it's gone very quickly. And your shift.
Where did I hear the rustling come from?
Ahead of on the path on which you are taken.
Can I like try scout it out a little bit ahead to see what I saw
Yes, you
or
can.
what I heard? I will.
Are you going to stealth?
Yes.
Okay. Looks, since you were resting, I'm assuming during Lunara's thing, you would actually be you would be conscious enough to see him potentially sneak away, depending on his stealth check.
Yeah.
So should I roll now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to perceive him?
I would like to perceive him.
No. Time to looks.
You know what? Yeah, I will. Just give me a minute.
Okay. It'll be a perception check. Yeah. Yeah. To your knowledge, Elle's just gone. Okay, Elle, moving forward.
Yeah.
You travel about 15, 20, 40, even 60, and then eventually, to your estimation, maybe even 100 feet away from the camp. And you're keeping a hand on a wall to try and help you. You get to a large fungi patch, and you see rustling ahead of you. You're seemingly like you're catching up to whatever you heard.
Okay. I'm gonna basically try keep catching up with it.
Okay. Just give me a sec. I need to consult a map. Because to quote a YouTuber that I'm subscribed to, geography is everything. Oh yeah, there's only... Okay, so it's quite literally only one entrance. Okay, so you arrive... You arrive at a large, beautiful cavern all the you see all these different fungi. It's just truly remarkable. You see a massive lake. Actually, I think this actually gives an image. Hold on, give me a sec. And it does. If you'd be so kind to check your handout section.
And so,
You're being led down this type of path.
okay.
And then eventually, you just see an awe-inspiring sort of mushroom tower off in the distance.
Okay, I'm not going to go to the tower, but instead I'm going to go back to the group.
Okay. Give me a survival check to see if you can find your way.
Sure.
Oh yeah, and this means that you don't have me. Oh my god.
Okay. You managed to retrace your steps, but you got lost a couple of times along the way.
Yeah.
It takes you about 3 hours to get back.
Okay.
At this point, everyone, let's go back in time about 2 hours. You all wake up. Look, you're the first to notice that Elle's gone.
Bitch, what?
Elle's gone.
Looks kind of. She just and rolls she throws her head back and rolls her eyes. Of course he's gone. Of course he's gone. Oh. Where is he?
Eben scale,
Okay, guys,
no
these two?
wisdom save.
Pardon?
I was just letting Connor know, no wisdom save.
I figured.
Looks around to her party members. Do we stay here and wait for him, or do we just go on without him? I'd say we stay and wait.
I can try and track him.
That
Can
is quite. Yeah, you can certainly try.
Okay. What do I roll?
Survival. You can't find his tracks.
I'm very sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, all his stupid feet. Can't find him.
Okay.
Alright, fine, Lex. We'll wait here for him. Let's see if he can find his way without me.
An hour goes by. Still no,
Ah!
still no sign of him. 2 hours go by. Still no sign of him. What do you do?
Can I try tracking him again?
Yes, I'll allow you to attempt it again. No.
What is up with my stupid rolls? What is up with this? What is going on here?
Again, this is why he's imagine this is why he's tolerate L a lot. He's very stealthy.
So sleuthy. Much mysterious.
An hour.
Can't find him, guys.
An hour goes by again, and L finally shows up at the end of the hour.
What kept you?
Oh, I was tracking something that was watching us earlier.
And you didn't bother to wake any of us.
I didn't know if it was actually there or not.
I
Well,
was
you
gonna
could've let
suggest
Rob
that
be
maybe he
along.
was here the whole time and was invisible, but never mind.
I can't go invisible for that long. Or can I?
Well, we
Gotta
don't
talk
know
to
that,
Hollow about that.
or do we?
Native viewers do not know. Okay, so
But I found this cool mushroom tower thing.
uh,
I think it came from there.
Rubadum starts jumping up and down. He seems excited.
Hey, Rumpy Dump, just a little curiosity thing of me. If your people were here, they'd welcome you back, right?
Well, I hope so. We're
Is there
very
any reason they would?
we're a very close group, very closed off society.
Yeah, so they would be like, potentially checking people out before contacting them, right?
Maybe yes, but we often try and help travelers in the Underdark.
Right.
But again, if the strange sickness that affected the others, it may be here as well.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, what's the symptoms? Like, how do you know it's a sickness?
Well, they act strange. They don't like. They seem to just blindly agree with one of our leaders, who is trying to change the way we do things, and they seem to dance erratically, like what you saw.
Right. Okay.
But if we're this close, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. He begin eagerly lead you all. What's the marching order?
I'm somewhere in the middle.
First,
Second.
I'm gonna hang up towards the back.
Still don't trust me, El.
Not really? Hashtag smiley face?
What is this hashtag you speak of?
It's a tag that you hash with.
El, you speak in such riddles.
I do, don't I?
Have you been
Yes, we enjoy them.
have you been sampling the mushrooms?
I'll be honest, like, the fire lichen has been growing on me a lot.
The what?
You know, the stuff you didn't want me to eat, and then I took a mouthful of it.
Hold on, there should be a section arriving about. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so as you all arrive at this place, you find yourselves having to go through many tight areas. Elzis and Evanska use completely struggle getting through some of these tight gaps. But upon entering, you realize that you now find yourselves in a very beautiful landscape. You just can't believe it. Like, it's just so beautiful. The Underdark has never seemed so bright to you all. It's both it's like an hidden enchanted area, strangely alien, but also serenely beautiful. Below you, you see a mushroom forest that covers nearly every surface, including the ceiling. And it's illuminating everything. Everything is brightly colourful, bioluminescent patterns like. And on the other side of this exotic forest, you see a large cavern that seems to narrow. And beyond the ravine, you see a majestic mushroom tower.
See, that's the tower.
Now, but due to the fact that it's only bioluminescent lights, and there seems to be like a mist, you can't make out any of the details. But it's quite clear, like one giant mushroom.
I look to the rumpa dump. Well, what now?
Oh, I bring you to see the sovereigns.
Cool, what are they like?
All right.
Well, I need to find where you are being. Where that is. This section of the what's it called, Out Abyss, is a bit more chaotic. It's not quite clear, like how he's where, like exactly how he's be brought there. Okay. Okay. Got it. Alright, so you are brought down towards what seemingly is. You can only describe as a central basin. Hold on, give me a sec.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, and again, I really. It's one of the issues I have with my underground playlist on Roll20. Sometimes it will randomly stop. Okay, you are brought to a sort of central basin. Beyond the mud and the mushrooms that spread across the cavern, a large clear pool sits in the midst of a fungal grove. A central mound seems to be the only dry spot in sight, though a small cliff rises above the cavern floor. Far across the clearing, with giant mushrooms visible in the distance, bioluminescent fungi trace strange constellations along the cavern ceiling and walls, showing that the darkness of the ravine and the mist-shrouded smaller cavern beyond. Now, Rumpadump leads you forward, and as you are brought forward, you see more and more of these strange creatures moving, and like you only notice them when they now move. When they're standing still, you can't pick them out, but amongst all the different mushrooms that are surrounding you.
I'm gonna wave as I go.
You are brought to home.
You can do. Elle can do that really regal wave, the one the Queen does.
Yes, exactly. Like one hand just back and forth a little bit.
As you arrive, one creature, one Malkinoid, seems to be really ecstatic. Hold on, I'm trying to look for the description of it. I imagine there's a description somewhere. Yeah, there's no description. That's really strange. You'd think they would have like detailed descriptions of important NPCs. But okay, moving on. It lets out its spores. Do you guys inhale them?
Wait, who does?
No.
This Malkinoid. It seems really excited to see you all, and it's running over to you. Despite.
I'll inhale.
Sure.
Alright, who's inhaling them?
I will.
You and you? Okay. You are safe, friendly softers. You arrive at a wondrous time. For Neverlight Grove is on the verge of something great, something marvelous. Celebrate as the day of joy is nigh.
Cool.
Please stay as long as you wish, and explore and enjoy the many delights of the Neverlight Grove. But please avoid the Eastern Plateau, because the Circle of Masters is preparing a wondrous and glorious surprise in the Garden of Welcome.
Elvish, be on your guard.
I'm gonna like check out Rumpadump and like be like, hey, like stealthily, like, hey, is this like normal for this guy?
Rumpadump tilts its head, not quite sure.
Huh.
I go over and ask.
Also, Rumpadump reminds you that technically his people do not have genders.
Guy's
Right.
gender neutral at this point now, right?
Anyway,
And this is a social construct.
I asked Rumpadump. So, where would we find this witch you were talking about?
Oh, I want you to talk to Sovereign Basidia. Which you see
Alright.
another sovereign. Um, this other Malkanoid doesn't seem as enthusiastic about the whole situation. Like, they're slowly walking towards you. Very much more calmer than the other sovereign.
Does he have like an adorable little cane?
Again, they have no gender. They're just mushroom people. Mark.
Do they have an adorable little cane?
Okay.
Okay, here's my question. How can we tell if he's older? Does he look more wrinkly than the others? I think that's what Elle is trying to hint at. Is like, how can we tell that he's older?
Okay, your handouts will answer your question. That is the sovereign that is now approaching you. As you can see, again, Malkanoids don't seem to really... You seem to deteriorate with age, it seems. Because again, they're mostly plant. If you were expecting something similar to, like, half humanoid, half plant, you're completely mistaken.
He needs a little cane. Just saying. Personal preference.
Noted.
Honey, ruler.
But okay. But yes, this sovereign shakes its head and releases spores.
Breathe it in.
Okay. It gladly welcomes you. Welcome, I am Sovereign Basedia. Welcome to the Neverlight Grove, soft skinners. Rumperdump communicates to the rest of you. Hold on. Oh, something is extremely off. Sovereign Basidia is uncomfortable with Flo's behavior, and the harmony between the two is off. Please, follow me, and I'll love to give you a tour of the Neverlight Grove. The sovereign gestures Basidia, and it gestures for us to move on. Flo, however, is just run off, saying it has to get ready for the Great Cedar.
Okay, good luck with that.
Please
Who is this
follow
great
me.
Peter?
Basidius begins to walk. Who follows?
Me.
I'll follow.
Me.
I follow, but cautiously.
Lux, what do you do?
I'm gonna stay behind.
So you stay behind on your own amongst all these Malkanoids? And
Now that you put it like that, no, I'm gonna come with you.
What?
Now that you put it like that, I'm gonna come with you.
Okay.
Remember, you can't talk to them unless you breathe in their spore.
You begin being led into a soft patch, and you find yourselves being left alone with the Sovereign. The Sovereign turns around. You must not stay in the Neverlight Grove for long. There was another group of Softers. They arrived not too many cycles ago and accepted Flo's offer to join them in the Garden of Welcome. If you are offered, do not go. We have not seen the Softers since then, nor has Flo made any further mention of them, as if they ceased to exist. Also, the Circle of Masters has taken most of the carcasses the Circle of Hunters bring in, and they're sending a group of Mokanoids outside the grove without telling anyone. Something is not right.
Well, hey, is there any way we can help out? Try and investigate?
I don't know. Sorry, what was your question?
Is there any way we can help out?
Well, yes, there's probably plenty of ways for you to help out. Um, One thing you could help out is if you. How should I go? Uh, well, on this tour, just. How should I say this? Just simply follow me, and I'll explain the situation.
Okay.
Alright,
Alright.
these are actually being on a proper tour, so I need to read out some stuff.
No
Okay.
worries.
In one area, pale cream and beige stalks grow thick and tall, resembling a surface world forest. Fungi grow in a profusion everywhere, and it's hard to find anything resembling a path between them. The giant caps of zirkwood mushrooms obscure your view of this cavern ceiling, but luminescent fungi there give off a shimmering aura, which each step taken on the soggy ground, a rank of a rank scent of decay rises around you. This is the fungal wilds. It's where we bring corpses of creatures we find out in the wild to come and nurture the growth of the mushrooms here. We bring them here, let them decay, and then eventually they help us.
Ah.
Yes. Now, the leader here is Lupamob. Would you like me to put that into your handler section?
Yeah, that might be an idea.
Lubamoob is the circle leader of hunters here. They they're quite tall and lean, and like me, they share the same issue with Flow's new way, though. But we're unsure what to do. And I'm sure Lubamoob is not happy with the fact that Flo is sending and taking carcasses away from this place when they're not being properly nurtured. Now, Lubamoob may have a task for you all to help with a certain issue we're having.
And I'm assuming you want us to ignore that, right?
Maybe.